Hey there, I'm Decoy Deloy, and this is Music News, every Friday from Hello Merch, and this week we're shouting out Hello Mary. The New York trio released their second album of proggy shoegaze, Emma to Ox, on September 13th. And to celebrate, they've got some new shirts and a sweet hoodie, just in time for another triple-digit heat wave this weekend. God damn it. Moving on, songwriter Emma Ruth Rundle is known for her spooky folk music, but she's got a new book of poetry on the horizon. The Bella Vista is out February 11th, 2025 from Unnamed Press, and a limited edition piano soundtrack will be available as well. In other news, parody legend Weird Al has announced a new tour with Puddle's Pity Party, dubbed the Bigger and Weirder Tour, kicking off next summer. He promises all the hits and multiple costume changes. And I actually saw him in 2001. He actually does rule live. It's really sweet. And to close, one of the main reasons WASTOIDS exists is that we like introducing you to new bands. We recently got a chance to catch up with a special new artist. Luna Lee grew up in Toronto and currently resides in Los Angeles. She got her musical break during the pandemic when her multi-instrumental performance videos started to go viral. Since then, she performed on SNL with Japanese Breakfast, toured with Wolf Alice, and on August 23rd, she released her latest album, When a Thought Grows Wings. I caught up with her backstage at the Valley Bar to learn more about her Baroque pop sound, her early influences, and how she sort of borrowed a lyric from Melody's Echo Chamber. Let's check it out. Hello, y'all. It's Decoy Deloy. I'm with WASTOIDS, and I'm here with the wonderful Luna Lee. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much. You started playing piano at the age of 5, right?
I did.
And when did you start getting into other instruments? Was it shortly after that?
I started playing violin, I think, when I was 8, and then was doing mostly classical music up until that point. And then when I was 12, I started learning the guitar.
And you play other instruments, like a mini harp, you play flute?
Those two are a little more recent.
Oh, yeah.
I started playing flute earlier this year.
How did you make the little twinkling piano sounds in Confusion song?
So that was based off of this piano piece that I learned when I was 10 called Prelude in D-flat major by Glier. And I was just playing it in the studio one day, and I started playing it on the synth really fast, and the producer I was working with, Scott, was like, that's so cool, like we should record that. And then we ended up recording some of it and made a little loop, and sort of the song was born from there.
When did you start writing your own music?
I started writing my own music when I picked up the guitar. So when I was 12 or 13, I started learning how to cover songs. I think the first song I ever covered was The Only Exception by Paramore. Yeah. And then from there, I started writing, my own little weird songs in my bedroom. I was like really into Green Day at the time as well. Definitely influenced by them, and like was writing these weird little like pop punk type songs in my bedroom.
Do you demo a lot of the music yourself?
For Duality, I demoed all the songs on the record before I brought them into the studio. But for When a Thought Grows Wings, the process was a little different. It was more collaborative. I had my collaborators Andrew and Scott, and with each of them, we would kind of get in the studio and write instrumentals together, and then I would come home with a batch of instrumentals and write all the lyrics and melodies and kind of try to arrange them and maybe add some harp and strings and stuff, and then come back, and then we would finish sort of producing them out together.
The song Fear's an Illusion, can you tell us a little bit more about that song and where it came from?
So Fear's an Illusion and Bon Voyage were initially one track, and then we split them into two. But I had that lyric, Fear is an Illusion, for a funny reason. I was listening to the Melody's Echo Chamber record that came out a couple years ago.
Love that band.
Yes. And she has this song called Where the Water Clears the Illusion. And I was listening to the record for the first time, and I thought she was saying fear is an illusion. And I was like, wow, that's such an interesting line. And I wrote it into my notes app, and then afterwards realized that she wasn't saying that. And then I kind of like whatever, forgot about it. And then was coming back to write some lyrics for this record, and was like going through my notes, and I found that, and I was like, oh yeah, I can claim this now. It's like stolen but not stolen.
It's almost like you wrote your own cliff note to Melody's Echo Chambers records.
Yes.
She doesn't know yet.
Hopefully she'll find out.
Hopefully you get to tour with her and Paramore. Hopefully once.
That would be a dream.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. That's it. I'll catch you next week, and thanks for watching. Decoy out. And P.S., if these sunglasses are yours, let me know, because I have no idea whose they are.